Shut the fuck up. I'm here. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I keep doing that these days. I'm slowly leaving the sound on my laptop. You want a fucking vampire or what? Let's go. Let's go. Finally. Well, I could have not turned up at all if that's what you would have preferred. Punk. I mean, it was the perfect comment to be heard twice. Every comment from you needs to be heard twice. The first time because of the "what the fuck are you talking to me about" reaction. And the second time for the "why the fuck are you talking to me" reaction. What am I doing? What am I doing? Shut the fuck, I'm here. Shut the fuck up, I'm here. Oh, that one. What do you mean, your comment? Yeah? Yeah. In case you didn't get it, shut the fuck up, I'm here. For those in the back. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. Harriet Jones, former Prime Minister. My mum's arm is still broken, so I'm still a full-time unpaid chauffeur. And it's bloody Mother's Day tomorrow, so she wanted to do a big shop today. Oh, so I didn't get time to eat lunch. So if I get low energy later on, I'm gonna start eating on stream. Fuck you. The things I do for you people. Or?
Last warning, sir.
I didn't get a first warning. Well, my last warning was my first one. I always thought of God as more of a skipping guy than a walking guy. Oh, what the fuck was that? Right, fuck you. You can't attack me. Drink me outside, how about that? Even God can't stop the drink. Wait, what? Oh shit. Yeah, you three have fun. Oh look, my coat, it's ruined. Oh no. Oh, the shit's gone. Oh no, my cloak is still ruined. Oh no. Nope. Oh, wait, that's fine. What was he jumping at? He was a little confused. Alright, shall we continue? Sorry for the interruption. What can you do? Feel better? I do.
This is Ascalon's.
Wait, 1 second. I was drinking in real life. Lord Hutchinson. There are still lords to go around? Ugh, how many people are in the Ascalon Club? I'm gonna spend the rest of my fucking fascist dictatorship hunting them down. That's so cliche. How dare you make me a cliche? Okay, that wasn't cliche. Getting hit after death. Ow! How is he shooting me from back there? How is he shooting me from right in front of me? So what did you do to piss them off? The Ascalon Club. I remember I refused to turn Aloysius Dawson into a vampire and killed him instead. And then, since then, I've been killing all the members that come after me. And I really wanted to kill the rest of them, but it wouldn't let me.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Oh, you just noticed that, huh? Well, you were too busy shooting off into the distance at me? You're welcome. Nope, if that was during the late hour stream, I went to bed and I haven't found a chance to watch it. Oh! Might have been. Might have been, probably. Sounds about right timing. Yeah, well they, yeah. Because I've got such strong blood, they wanted me to be the one to turn the old white dude. The non-vampire old white dude in their club into a vampire. But I thought he was a dick, so I killed him instead. And they were like, traitor! And I was like, yeah. I was like, nah, actually it can't be a traitor if I never believed in your cause. Oh, now you want some? Whoa! Nice trick. Wish I could do that. But people are obstacles, I can't teleport through them. Look up, she gets to resist while she's teleporting. Bullshit. Even if it wasn't, I'm really good at watching people play games and not paying attention. Hey! Me too! Well, not the former part, but the latter part, yeah. Ah, every time. Forget about that. See? I'm really good at not paying attention. Not playing attention? Yeah, that one too. That describes my gaming style. Not paying attention. I don't want to go this way. Where am I going? Oh, do I want to go around? The ducks is confusing. Man, these streets are infested. Oh, it's because I let the district die, that's right. What? Why did the stun go away? What do you want? And what do you want? Ow, nice shot. Are we playing a game? Oh, there we go. Peekaboo, I kill you. I look back on that game very fondly from my childhood. Poor Jimmy, though. Oh, I mistook that glowing fire for a shining lid on the bin. I'm smart. I'm a perceptive. Hey. Alright. Oh, you go through the church, that's right. Wait, wasn't there a back way?
Foolish.
Shit! I didn't. Oh, that's a neat detail. When you're sneaking up on someone, if you break something, it alerts them. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's a cool detail. The fact that it takes someone a second to realize they've died. It's so realistic. Night shelter's vicinity. Alright. It's in there, right? Oh, hi. God damn. That is one powerful swing you got there. It's in here, right? Ow. Ow. Fuck it, what is going on? Are we fucking fighting or doing the tango? There we go. That was a very spinny session. You could say I spun them some beats with my club. I beat them to death. Ha! Now, is it through here? Yes. Dork. Spork.
I have this thirst for blood.
I'm aware. Yeah, I think I've noticed that the past 20 hours of gameplay. Maybe, just maybe. Alright. Let's do it. We found the back way in, right? Enter at your own risk. Oh, this is the back way.
This place has been ransacked.
Ah, shit.
They've all been slaughtered. Pre-one? No, not their style.
Are you sure they've been slaughtered? There's no bodies. Oh, there's a body.
Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow.
I'm gonna assume the big splatters of blood at regular intervals. Very controlled, Harriet. Very controlled. I love it. Man, we're not gonna have any characters left to tell a story with by the end of this. Hello, is this a boss fight with Harriet Jones, former Prime Minister? Oh no.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last.
You mean I'm under-leveled?
I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
There are other doctors. I'm not the literal only doctor.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
Oh good, end of the world.
What is your true appearance?
I thought we were
I
just
do
dealing
not
with the flu.
understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood? Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just
Give me one?
Give me one.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man.
Actually, give me another one. I don't
But
like that
I never
one.
was a man. I was born out of blood.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they only appear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
No, your love interest? How will you ever have a girlfriend now? What? Harriet Jones? It's not my type. What are you talking about? It's the wrong arm that bulked up, if you know what I mean.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
Ew, what? No.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this. She is a vengeful mother.
Ah, like every good mother. Every lady is your type in this game? What? Gotta take what you can get? Bruh, I'm a handsome doctor And one of the most powerful vampires in the world, or in London at least. What do you mean, gotta take what you can get? I have qualities going for me.
So the disaster is some sort of
At least those three.
a disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
This putrid vessel? Wait, is she taking over the body of Harriet Jones? What does it have to do with the skulls? That was still Dr. Swansea's shit, wasn't it? What is a disaster?
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
Harriet's gonna try and
I know.
kiss me?
McCullum uses such a serum when trying to
Vampire cuties.
However,
Skull cuties.
I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels.
Wait, I'm at the
I've
end of the
known
game.
for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
Okay. I'm not your champion,
tricked
fuck
me.
you!
My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Yeah. Being angry is cowardly. I don't know, I was aware...
These poor skulls didn't stand a chance.
I was aware that this game... Unfortunately, I'd had the last boss spoiled for me not too long before we started playing, which is a weird coincidence. So I was aware it had this sort of more mystical ending, but... And I'd been waiting for how it was going to turn into a more mystical story when it was all this political faction stuff with, you know, medical and whatnot going on. Still not sure. It seemed to come out of nowhere.
So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you. My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen
Dinky.
herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
What is her plan? Get a lawsuit from Capcom? We had vampires, now these are all Resident Evil monsters. That she's gonna be turning people into. swings around. Disaster Harriet. Call me Disaster Goran every day of my fucking life. Alright, this seems to be the first phase because this is easy. Wait, what? What? What just happened? What? What? What just... even on looking that back, I can't tell what just happened. I literally just said, oh, this first phase, this seems easy. What? Did you see what happened? I didn't see what happened. You just seemed to fall over dead.
They took my daughter from me!
What? What was that? Ow. Just fucking die.
The shadows will devour. Nobody ever helped me.
Okay, that could...
I've been alone all my life.
Oh, damn, okay, that was... Alright.
I
You were a good mother. You didn't do much mothering while you were in a hospital, did you? How about that? Wait, I'm dying. I'm dying, what? Wait, what is that? Okay, that wasn't a glitch or anything, that's some kind of mechanic. I'm confused. If name changes on Twitch didn't have rules, I'd say change your name to Disaster Quarren for April Fools for next year. Yeah, it's poison, I think. But I was out of the range for it.
They took my daughter from me.
And it kills so quickly. Like, it's not this. This is regular poison. That's a rate of damage I understand. Maybe gotta just quickly. Give me a second to recharge stamina because it does it while I'm doing this animation.
Nobody ever helped me.
Wait, is this it? Wait. Oh, wait, what? What? I'm so confused. You took the antidote thing in the cutscene, right? So I don't need to do that manually, right? Yeah, okay. You got hit by the arm while being poisoned. Oh shit! Yeah, I know that bit, but but see how there's this yellow. When I'm being poisoned, there's this yellow texture on me. That doesn't show up when I'm being poisoned later. Oh, excellent. Locked off. Okay, yellow on me. Makes sense.
They
Wait a minute, there's still yellow at the moment. Can I not drink a... Wait! Maybe I'm not supposed to... Wait, what?
Is this the dream? Awake.
Oh, she...
This.
It's Mummy!
Is it wrath? I think it is. Oh, how
Okay, I don't...
How intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
I'm sorry I killed Sis. Oh, she doesn't get stunned. Oh, shit! She don't get stunned! Mummy, no. Mummy, please.
Feed your mother, child.
No, thank you. Oh, can I drink these people, maybe? Yes. Okay. Take your blood back. Oh, shit. But you gotta destroy them before they blow up. Alright. Alright. I got this. I love this arena. Oh, shit. Oh, I should save it, actually. Mama.
Eat, for this is my body.
Oh, okay, Jesus. Didn't know you were popping in tonight. Ow. There's gonna be another phase after this as well, I swear. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Thanks for the bait. Oh, she's got size! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Whoa. I'm gonna use one of these.
Feed your mother, child.
Alright. Ow! 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 Mummy, no! Please call the siblings off. Whoa! She's fucking Superman dive at me? Ow. Okay.
Give me more. They
Nope.
are so
Fuck
young,
you.
so tasty.
Wait. There we go. Do this. Whoa! What? How did I get interrupted? I've never seen my ultimate get interrupted like that. Okay. Excuse you, bitch. I asked for cornflakes, not Cocoa Puffs. That can't be it.
Do you think your champion defeated me, my child?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
What? Oh, your
So
your
it's
coat,
over
man.
then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
So your coat, it's
But they were all massacred
little crinkled.
by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
Ah, that's better.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's all over now. The epidemic has been stopped.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Yeah, I don't
Perhaps
remember
there
you
will be
being
no
that mean.
stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, I got more reason to kill
No,
Lord Redgrave.
it's not
yes.
over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
Oh.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
What?
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My
I'm so
craving for
confused.
blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from one immortal to another, from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Is this a prologue or DLC? I didn't realize I had. Or... Probably a prologue. Whoa, look at that car! Wow. If it wasn't for how long it was, that'd be so easy to park.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbury's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Definitely a rushed ending. I'd say so. What the fuck was that? Chapter 7, Healthy Carrier. Okay. That day you not start an hour later like I was going to ask you but forgot. Hey, I started half an hour later. What I do is never enough for you. But speaking of parking, I had the worst fucking experience last night. You? What? I thought we were done.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is
She wasn't
almost
sent
over.
back, she just
I
kind
am
of
here to
left.
say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me.
Oh yeah, were you out in the
Soon I will
daytime?
rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
What?
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother, my dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant Ghostly Queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
How did she come about? What?
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I don't know. What?
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics, or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
Oh, okay. No answer.
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful
Despoiled?
that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
Right. We'll have
What will
nice.
happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
And then what role does Marshall have in this whole story? Is he a son of the Red Queen? What?
What will become of the vampire hunters?
In their leader, you now have a spy behind enemy lines. By guiding your progeny, you may yet protect your immortal friends for some time to come. If you dare.
Oh, I dare.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
We really didn't have much interaction with the Brotherhood,
And
though.
I am not fully convinced your
I didn't even
progeny
realize they had a
truly
primate.
understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
Where is all this information coming from right at the end of the game?
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them fare thee well.
Your sons? You
Your
have others?
sons? Plural. My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
About William.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
So is William Marshall my brother? Is he yours?
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
I am William Marshall. Okay.
His
fuck
blood
you.
was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum.
Or he is.
But
yeah.
what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
And William Marshall is
You
one
are
of them.
my son,
Yeah.
As
Okay.
is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
Oh, what the fuck? Guy Fieri? He's got to be one.
So that is all we are to you. Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil.
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you soon.
What? Okay. It's like they had a story and somebody's dog ate the ending and an intern just made shit up. I was so excited because I was like, when it all started becoming political, because I was like, oh, it's all culty and political. Maybe it'll be sort of Lovecraftian where the evil slowly emerges throughout the narrative in like subtle, dark ways. And it was like, no, we're just throwing that in right now. There you go. Oh, it's dead. Easiest boss fight in the game. Bye.
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Yeah, you could probably climb this if you just were willing to get your coat dirty. But no, I guess your coat is too nice. Yeah, so I went into a parking garage last night. And I went to one at the very end of like the 4th story up. So I couldn't, when I would back out, I couldn't, you know, swing round my back round to go out because, you know, I just hit the fence. And there was a car to my left, so I wouldn't have much room to swing around that way either. And that would be fine because there was no parking space behind me, obviously, so they'd made that space behind me the fire exit. And some fucking idiot decided to just park his car in there, obstructing the fire exit and coming out so far because, you know, it wasn't actually a parking spot into the actual, like, road that I couldn't back out without hitting his car. What a fucking moron. I wanted to report the illegal parking to the police, but I was like, I did look up if you could do it online, and you can, but for some reason only between like 7 and 9. I was like, what the fuck? Ah yes, 9 PM comes, police. Nah, we don't do this no more. Nah, go crazy. Parking garages suck. Oh, they do. But this idiot. So I called the management of the garage, and luckily the guy was registered. So they contacted him and told him to come move his car. They seemed very nonchalant when I kept mentioning that he was parked in front of a fire entrance. It's like, oh yeah, we'd be fined for that, but oh well. Oh, hello, what's in here? Maybe they just didn't want me to take that escalate it that far, but I was so tempted to. And they said, like, they called me back and they're like, okay, we got in contact with the owner. He said he'd be there in 5 minutes to move the car. So I'm like, alright, that's fine then. I'll just wait and go. No big deal, I guess. Idiot, but... Anyway, half an hour later and he still hasn't turned up and I'm like... That's fucking it. I'm like considering... Is it a good idea to escalate this to the police? Just so I can teach him a lesson and get him fined? But I called home to just see if my parents had dealt with something like this before. I was considering just, you know, calling the garage again first, and that's what they said, but as I was calling them, he fucking finally turned up on his phone, just wandering over, fucking, hey, okay, whatever. Got in his car, like nothing, drove and parked somewhere up there, rode a bit, or up the garage path a bit, whatever you call it. It's a road still. There we go. Fucking hell.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Fire exit? Man, we only need those sometimes. Fire exit? No, they could just crawl over my car. It'll be fine. Just go through the top half of the exit door. Dear Lady Ashbury, thank you for your recent letter and all the good news it contained. I cannot wait to finally meet you when you arrive in London. The garden is beautiful under the summer sky, although I noted your wish to avoid heat and direct sunlight because of your frail health. You're welcome any day. We'll discuss this wonderful idea of yours concerning the foundation of an orphanage for young ladies inspired by the French Maison Royale de Saint-Louis. Sadly closed when the French people chose, my god I can't even write the words down, to cut their king's head off. Such a place, destined to provide a good education to gifted but poor orphan girls, will surely excite my friends here in the city. You can count on me and my influence to help you make your project a huge success. Yours sincerely, Countess Alexandra Somerset. Oh, the Somerset Arms? Oh yeah, is it? Is it just overcast? Is that why we're not burning up right now? Oh, barely. Are we powerful enough to go in the sunlight? Nice. Wait, Lady Ashbury. It could have been her mother. Not her. Yeah, talking about French people cutting off the king's head would have been... Yeah, a while before this. Dear Mr. McAllister. Oh no, she's a vampire, she's immortal. Could be her, actually. As the new legal owner of the Ashbury estate, I intend to quickly engage in the overdue maintenance and repairs of the walls. Good fucking job you did. I walked right in through the fucking lounge room. And the crypt of the castle. Among a few architects I have invited to send forth proposals. I was most impressed by your respectful approach concerning renovations on historical buildings and their preservation. I would be glad to meet you at your convenience. My only request would be to speak to you directly and not your assistants. Any evening of next month would be agreeable. You may come to the castle, or I can meet you at your office as you prefer. If you agree to come to the castle, I could show you what kind of repairs and modifications I have in mind concerning the crypt, which may need considerable work and reconstruction. Very sincerely, Lady
Like
Ashbury.
most castles, this one has a crypt.
Your brain is particularly absent tonight.
It holds something special inside.
Is it? Like I said, I haven't eaten much today. Oh, hello. Portrait of Elizabeth Blackwood.
This castle is falling apart.
Particularly absent. Damn, it really do be a castle. Look at that. I host a feast in there.
That sweet fragrance.
Fancy.
Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Old school. Ooh, let's go down to the crypt. Oh, let's not go down to the crypt. I don't know why it sounded like I got some sort of sexual satisfaction out of that idea, but here we are.
This painting looks suspicious.
Which one? That's a door. My boy, that's a fucking door. Doors aren't usually painted on. This is the Winchester house. Oh look. That King Arthur? Is this King Arthur's castle? Who was there to witness that fight? Because you probably did? I don't need to activate my senses. Oh, yes I do.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
A sword and a moon. Alright. Door has been unlocked. Neat. A sword and a moon, you say? Are we seriously just going around looking for symbols? The final boss fight has been done, and I assume it's the final boss fight unless we're gonna kill our love interest. Which I'm all down for.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, this is where I came in. That's that door then. Okay, cool. Sword and a moon. Rats. Is this, yep, that's where I got in here. So what about over here? Oh, hello. Plenty of swords in here. Take your pick. Do you think I can go in the crypt yet? Okay. Dear Lady Ashbury, I write to confirm that my men will be at your castle next Monday to begin the new work on the crypt and its access. The plans have been approved, and I'll personally be on site to supervise the installation of the locks and security measures you have requested. I can also assure you that my men have been briefed about never entering the crypt itself, or the second floor of the castle. I must say I'm proud to continue and enhance the work started by my great-grandfather when employed by your ancestor in 1795. Well. Okay, here we go. What's this? Oh,
What
this.
are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Must be because we're looking for the sword and the moon. Not the shield and the... Oh, was that a pine cone? Flower. The noble pine cone. What's this? Moon.
One last switch,
And bang. One last switch, you say? Oh, this one on that side.
Voila.
Alright, Doctor, let's investigate this crypt. That's part of your fucking job description, isn't it? Maybe if you're an old people's gynecologist. Ha! Ha! Anyway. Ancient tomb. An angel came to me. Blessed be to God. Michael appeared to me last night in all his glory, shaped in glorious blood, to grant me eternal life at the dusk of my life. The apparition was so sublime and terrible that I could not help but lower my head and close my eyes. Struck by the divine gift, I fell to the ground, only to awake the next night. You will serve me as you served your kings, said the angel before striking me with all his power. You will protect this land through the eons to come. For all who knew me, I should now hide and retreat, for they consider me dead. Soon I will leave the company of men to serve my new purpose, blessed be God. Michael. Okay. Michael appeared to me last night in my retreat under Temple Church. Temple Church. Love that place. Temple Mosque. Chapel Mosque. Mosque Chapel. And asked me to Cathedral Chapel. And asked me to prepare for battle. Did you go to the store shop? I did go to the store shop. I did indeed. Went to the retail storefront. And asked me to prepare for battle. The land must be saved. Death is everywhere. The Black Death. An epidemic sent by the devil himself to punish mortals all over the world. My arm is strong. In the name of God I shall smite the enemies of mankind. England shall prevail. Okay. It is almost 20 years since my fight started against the devil. Seems a bit longer than that. But when you're immortal, I guess time flies. And the end is uncertain. From time to time, the plague, the Black Death, reappears in a village, in a town, and each time the vicious minions of hell approach to get their share of the mortal suffering. Vampires, dreadful creatures, I won't let this land collapse until my last breath. I'll serve and protect England. Wait, is this written by different people? Good job. Thanks! Tonight in the small... And this is just a vampire that hates vampires. Tonight in the small village of Hoddesdon, I met the most delicate soul I've seen for a long time. She was singing for the dead, singing for those she knew and loved, those killed by a new plague outbreak, without fearing for her in life. Her voice moved me, so I chose to let her live. Oh, that's nice of you. Oh, you're so generous. This guy. This guy. God damn it, I'm reading. I offered her eternal life as a reward for her virtue and most pious attitude. Her name is Elizabeth Englewood. I'm not alone anymore. Together we shall praise God in all his glory for the eons to come. My heart is breaking, my soul is bleeding. Tonight my dear Elizabeth left me. I have told her all I knew, all she needed to know. Now she must walk her own path through the ages. This is her wish and I will respect it. Elizabeth Englewood, my sweet daughter, is gone, for she now wants to be known as Elizabeth Blackwood. I made her a promise, if she ever comes back to Hoddesdon, she will find me there, managing the Bull Inn her parents owned before dying. William Marshall shall disappear for a few times too now that the Black Death is no more. Until we meet again, I shall be known as William Thorne, waiting for my angel to come back. I assume Michael was The old name for William Marshall. The devil is at work again. The Great Plague is back, reaping thousands of lives in London. I must sell the Bull Inn and go there. Once more, William Marshall shall protect the land. Oh, wait. Oh no, this is written by William Marshall. So who's Michael? Oh, the angel Michael. Fucking hell. This is confusing. You could read? Perhaps not. Michael the Ninja Turtle. William Marshall Angelo. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Let the devil infect me. God forgive me. Wait, how was he alive for so long if he wasn't yet a vampire? What was he? The terrifying creature I had to defeat was a demon straight from hell, an abomination of the flesh, a walking apocalypse. I had to trap the dreadful creature in St. Paul's Church and set the building on fire. Ah! Without the advice of Michael, I don't know if I could have defeated my enemy. The flames cleansed the city of the demon's presence, but half of London burnt down. Ever since, I have dreamt of a red flood, of slaughter and rage. It's like the disaster had tainted my blood, my very soul. For the first time in centuries, I am afraid. I shall crawl back to my retreat and pray to God for mercy for my infected soul. So he... Jesus, he's been odd all night. Are you okay? What do you want? No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just hungry. So, okay, so he was probably... So he was some kind of like... I assume he got his initial immortality from Michael or something. And it wasn't until the disaster that he came into contact with one of the fucking Icors. Shut up, I'm reading. Got turned into a vampire that way. But I thought that only made skulls. Who aren't that powerful. Also, why was his blood able to be... Oh, I guess it's kind of like an anti-venom where you use... What? No, because he was a son of our daddy. What the fuck? Without the advice of Michael, I don't know if I could defeat my Michael. Did I say that? Sounds about right. Oh Jesus, there's so much. Fuck it. I can't read anymore. What? I can know more than one Michael. Without the advice of Michael, I could never defeat Michelle.
Drop your sword, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Daddy Marshall?
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never.
Oh, he's one of the
You taught me that.
things Fergal was. Or is... No, he's
Blood
just
is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Well, you know how to stop an epidemic. Kill the queen, whatever.
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
So he was infected by an
You
Icor?
always had questions, Doctor.
And that's why his blood creates Icors?
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault,
God, I'm
I
confused.
know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Why do we have a few minutes?
What is this place?
Is he
This is
dying?
the
I thought he was
Ashton
immortal.
estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father. Ever since he became unwell.
Unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
The city has suffered, but it will prevail in the end.
A more cynical analysis would be that this is an acceptable catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this, through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation.
Also some
And the
weird
will
mystical
of a creature so
stuff going on.
inexplicably evil. She exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself.
That's not what I
by
asked.
giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
Okay.
He gave you the antidote.
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be
Ignore my
confined
code.
here.
It's doing things
And
again.
yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was.
Why does he have to be confined here?
And still is.
No, They're giving you the antidote? Oh, because he didn't use it on himself, which... Because he's a carrier. Right.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again. I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon who has not fed in centuries.
I thought you just fed him.
An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill.
It's dinner time,
and
I suppose.
spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long.
As a doctor, I'm not
The
going to take
antidote
your
will not
medical
work
advice
for me.
exactly.
I tried. Believe me, I tried.
You're not a doctor. They made a powerful version, apparently.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes.
Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scowls, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter.
Wait, were
I
you a
roamed
scout?
across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I advise you not to stream without eating. You have about half of your normal brain cell. Are you telling me you're keeping up with this just fine? Really? So you tell me in your words, what made William Marshall the carrier?
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth.
That's my secret. I was never passing attention.
In 1551
Clearly.
in Hertfordshire. My parents owned
I
a pub
advise you not to
in
speak during
Hoddesdon.
my stream.
Are you satisfied?
You're having trouble.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved
Can't
me
be confused
from
if you never
certain
try
death
to understand.
by making me his progeny.
Link.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
He liked you singing. Man, it's 3 AM here.
Did you ever blame him?
Honest,
Not
the
even
party's
when
just
he was
starting.
infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you
I don't
mean?
really care.
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan.
Jesus!
I've loved you
We barely know each other.
since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse.
Really?
Forgetting
That's
the
what
danger
gets it? That's
as you
what works
turned
for you?
your back, like the newborn fool you were.
That's the qualities you're looking for in a man? Ladies, if you ever want to follow me down into sewers where I'll not pay enough attention and be driven by impulse, hit me up.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan.
Oh god.
The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most
Oh, he's
loyal
still just
ally these last
watching.
2 weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But
Do you mean progeny? I
be
thought
careful.
protege was someone who came after you. Someone you taught. Mr. Marshall.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak.
It's a trick!
For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
What?
King Richard and Boadicea. How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
Oh.
And
That's
did
what
it
their whole
work?
thing is.
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In
Really?
the end,
Took me
I
like
had to
5
lock
minutes.
her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Metaphor. Boys, get me a tissue. Quick, before I blow the house down. This game is just taking the weirdest fucking turn.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
One note also mentioned that there were ones that looked more like bats. We never actually saw those ones. That were supposed to be like the same sort of formation as the werewolf type.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Oh, cop
For a
out.
time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life.
Okay,
through
so it
his
was...
Archangel Michael.
Okay,
But Myrddin,
so Michael did give
Michael, is a vampire.
immortality before.
He made you a blood-sucking
vampires did.
creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy.
Yeah, see, fuck you, Am. I know what I'm talking
Then
about.
I was punished for my deceit.
I can read.
During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth.
They keep changing.
And I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
They keep fucking changing whether it's a bite that transmits it or whether they have to drink your blood. I swear to God, that's been going on all game.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
Cop out.
Defeated. For I welcome the sword you bear. For it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father.
Interesting funerals vampires hold.
And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
Just don't give people
I
your
am
blood.
Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth,
Well, just you
no.
stay here
Trust
like William Marshall did. When he's done, he'll come back. You literally have time on your
Trust
side.
you,
He said
Jonathan. Have you not betrayed me?
it. Have
I
I?
had choices to make.
I forgive you. And that is my choice.
How did I betray you?
Elizabeth, I love you.
Then let me go now.
Wait! No!
No, don't do it. No. Gay. And dare a man kiss a woman, that's so gay.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, but the cost was dire. Blood and tears, both parched by cleansing flames. You've lost your way, my champion bittersweet. I am moved to pity as I feel your rampant rage void of purpose or meaning. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas, she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
What? Are there different endings depending on how I saved or killed people? I don't know. Thank you, Felipe Moreau. Well, I was a vampire. What the fuck was that ending? Oh god, what the fuck? That is so disappointing. I still love the game. Like, everything up until basically everything we did today. Everything from yesterday and prior was amazing. But this ending, the fuck? They just ran out of fucking time. It's like, okay, here's a boss fight, easiest one. Okay, that's it, bye now. Oh, actually, here's a prologue chapter that's just a bunch of dialogue explaining everything you didn't get because we didn't fucking set it up. I'm doing a poor job at that. This is confused, just convoluted shit to throw at you all at once. We'll give a bit of gameplay in there at the end. You know, there's that one puzzle. Find the 2 buttons. Fucking hell. Georgian Vasil Cutie. He's a bit of a cutie. Anyway. Thoughts. Honestly, I still love this game. I wouldn't ever really bother playing that last chapter again, except to see if the ending changed. That last little animated cutscene changed. 2D animated cutscene changed based on choices, but other than that, just play everything up till that. Once you've seen that once, I doubt it has any more value. The rest of the story was great up until that point, where it was all political and stuff. But as I said, I knew that there was that sort of Blood Queen boss fight at the end. I was still waiting to see how that would tie in. And as, like, characters started dying off left and right towards the end of the story, I was like, okay, I guess I was afraid that we would just get to the point where it's like, and the game time kept adding up without any real lead into that mystical stuff. I was worried that it would just turn out to be, oh, shove this shit in. And yeah, it did. But up to that point, yeah, I said the story was great. Mixing all these sort of ideas of mystical vampire stuff with scientific vocabulary is cool for the most part, until it starts getting just convoluted. In terms of gameplay, fucking ace. The combat could use a bit of tweaking here and there, especially when it comes to how your character and enemy characters get sort of stunned. Not the like depleting stamina stun, but like just animation stun. Things like getting stuck in your ultimate abilities animation while still being able to be attacked, like at the last, second or so of it, when it's playing like the animation of just coming back together after you've split into all those different bloody copies or whatever. That's a bit... Stuff like that just needs that little bit of tweaking. There was also something I was thinking last week or something before, but I cannot remember what it was. Something regarding the combat. That would have been a good addition. Or a good refinement. Most of all, I think this is the type of gay titties. Gay titties. Yeah, we met a prostitute, and this was all, sort of gothic vampire stuff. Where were the titties? Why didn't Harriet Jones have titties? I don't like how Harriet Jones' model at the end there had cutouts of where her tits would be, but because she's a Resident Evil looking monster, it's just fucking flesh. It's like, why did you bother putting cutouts for her boobs? Then not having boobs. Like, you could have flesh sticking out from anywhere. Why did you make her fleshy titties? Voice recording engineers, Ant Hales. Pleasure to meet you, Ant. Accuracy. What? The boobs got too big. Too busty. Too fleshy. This is the sort of thing, like... I kept thinking to myself, this game would be great for a sequel, because it's like almost perfect, but just needs that little bit of refinement, improvement, and there's a lot of story stuff going on here that could be turned into a sequel, but then they just kind of shut up all the story stuff at the end there, so that's a problem. The system with the neighborhoods and the curing and choosing whether you kill people to get more experience or, do the moral thing and let them live is fucking great, and I love how the neighborhood reacts with people turning to vampirism after they lose their loved ones or turning to the Pruin Guard, and how a whole fucking neighborhood can just collapse if you don't. I love that whole system. That system was great. It's sort of that I feel like that system plays into the similar idea that of, player-driven narrative that, Shadow of Mortals and Shadows of War's, Nemesis system does. I feel like that pulls on the same strings in your brain. Although, maybe that one's a little more personal, but anyway. I love that whole thing. The RPG mechanics, simple but good enough. Oh, that's the other thing, is that now I remember. The other thing being in the combat is the 4 types of damage and the 4 resistances that enemies can have. In the end, it didn't end up being that big of a problem, just made that one particular boss fight harder than had I gone with a ranged build. But yeah, that's a very be careful with that, because if that boss fight, if the immunity to melee damage had been any more serious than what it was, that boss fight would have been a pain in the fucking ass, and I know I would have hated it. In general, boss fights probably need the most tweaking compared to like the regular fights, though those do as well. The fight with your sister was a little off, especially the stuff that uses area of effect damage. It would be good if that was a little more predictable. The lights in the fight with McCullum and the blood sprouts in the fight with your sister. Also, I guess I finally understand why they included that chapter with your sister in. I remember saying at the time, this probably could have been removed. And I still agree with that, especially now considering how the ending is so rushed. If they had taken the time away from that chapter with your sister that didn't add too much, and just found some other smaller ways to give your protagonist that sense of regret and motivation to do better. Like, there's plenty of other ways you could do that. And then you could have taken the time away from that chapter and put it into the ending. And other things, music was great, game looks great. Oh, I wish you could have changed your code. I wish it kind of would have been like PlayStation 2 era games where you could unlock alternative outfits. Remember when that was a thing? That was cool. Like, you beat the game on certain difficulties, you unlock this outfit. You do some other secret stuff, you unlock this outfit. Then you go to your wardrobe after you've played through the game and play through the game again with some different clothes or something. Like, even Garuman had that, although that was kind of from that era. That would have been cool. Yeah, ultimately, I think this is maybe the best game I played on this channel. Completely. So, if they had made those tiny tweaks to the gameplay, it would have been, like, perfect. It's one of those situations where it's like, it's so close to fucking orgasmic. And, story-wise. Maybe, simple rewrite. I know that takes a while, but, could have used that. Most of it's fine. Most of it's good, actually. Just the little bits, towards the end there. Just a little, rewrite the entire ending. Anything I'm missing about my experience? Game was a bit glitchy, but I don't care. That was funny. Yeah, no, I like it. I don't know. Yeah, it's a great game. You should play it. For the most part, combat was very satisfying, especially if you went with the build I went with the fucking counter-attack. That saved a lot of this game for me. If I go back and play it with a different build, I gotta see what it's like to play without the counter-attack, because I came to rely on that, especially for boss fights. Alright. Would you believe that next week, more Friday, Saturday stream? Woo! With a new game. We'll get the game loader going again. See if Am can win 2 in a row. Because he so appreciated the last game I gave him, clearly. And don't starve on Tuesday. Coolio. Shall we do a little raid? Just a little raid. Blue Ava is playing the new Zelda. Like Genshin? Yeah, I'm gonna hop on Genshin. Gotta do my stuff today. Actually, I don't want to see spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom just yet. Yeah, everyone's fucking playing Tears of the Kingdom. Well, fuck it. Yeah, see y'all next week. Have a happy Mother's Day if you have that in America. Or if you do, if it's even tomorrow, because it is for us. Fucking A. Bye.